Good morning. Today we'll discuss to execute one instruction. What are the important terms required? Number one, instruction cycle. Number two, fetch cycle. Number three, execute cycle. Number 4, machine cycle. Number 5, T states. Okay, first we will discuss instruction cycle of 8085 microprocessor. The definition of instruction cycle: to execute one instruction, it will how much time required to execute for one instruction. Okay, it is the time required for the microprocessor to complete the execution of instruction. Suppose move A comma B. Move A comma B. This is for one instruction. It will take how much time to execute this instruction? This is called instruction cycle. This is called instruction cycle. Time required for the microprocessor to complete the execution of an instruction. The given instruction to execute, it will take how much time? This is called instruction cycle. Now this instruction cycle, it consists of two types. Number one, fetch cycle and execute cycle. Here the fetch cycle means to fetch the data from memory, to fetch the data from memory and then to execute the instruction Okay, now to execute one instruction, it requires, there are two cycles. One is fetch cycle and second one is the execute cycle. Okay, in instruction cycle needs 1 to 5 machine cycle. 1 to 5 machine cycles. Now to execute one instruction, it requires minimum 1 machine cycle and maximum 5 machine cycles. Okay, this is the diagram for to execute the instruction cycle. X-axis time period and y-axis clock period. Okay, here to execute one instruction required 5 T states. Now the 5 T states divided into 2. The first 3 T states required for to execute the fetch cycle. T1, T2, T3. Here the T1, T2, T3 is nothing but T states. Timing states are clock period. Okay, the timing states means one off state and one on state. Okay, this is for one T states, one off state and one on state. This is for one T states. Now T1, T2, T3, total 3 T states required for to execute the fetch cycle, and the remaining 2 states T4 and T5 required for to execute the cycle. Okay, 3 T states for to required for fetch cycle and 2 T states required for execute cycle. Total 5 T states required for to execute one instruction. Okay, and how many machine cycles require means it require 1 to 5 machine cycle. Minimum 1 and maximum it will require for 5 machine cycle. Okay, the definition of instruction cycle, it will to execute one instruction, it will take how much time required. Okay, how much time required to execute one instruction, that is called instruction cycle. It consists of two, one is fetch cycle and second one is the execute cycle. And to execute the fetch cycle, it required 3 T states, and to execute the execute cycle, it required for 2 T states. Okay, now to execute the one instruction cycle, it requires minimum 1 machine cycle and maximum 5 machine cycle. Okay, second one, fetch cycle of 8085 microprocessor. First one, fetch cycle. Definition for fetch cycle: how much time required? How much time required to find the memory location of the instruction? Memory location of the instruction, and then to transfer the data to the microprocessor. Okay, this is called fetch cycle. Okay, the fetch cycle, how much time required to find the memory location of the instruction, memory location of the instruction, and then to transfer the instruction to the microprocessor. This is called fetch cycle. It requires 3 T states. The first T states, send address to the memory. Send address to the memory. It will find the address of the instruction in T1 states. And the second T states, now to read the instruction. Now to read the instruction available in memory. After that, T3 T states and transfer the instruction to the instruction register of the microprocessor. For that, it will take how much time? For that, it will take how much? First, T1 T states to find the memory address of the given instruction. In that instruction, what instruction will be available? Now to read, for that require T2 T states, and the third T states, now to transfer that instruction. Now to transfer the instruction from memory to instruction register. For that, it will require how much time to execute. This is called fetch cycle. Fetch cycle is defined as the time required to find the memory location containing the instruction and transfer it to the microprocessor. Okay, x-axis time period and y-axis clock period. There are 3 T states, T1, T2, T3. T1 to find the instruction of the memory location, and then the memory location, there will be a instruction. Now to read that instruction. After that, the instruction transfer to the instruction register of the microprocessor. For that it requires how much time? This is called fetch cycle. Okay. Third one, execute cycle of the 8085. To execute one instruction, it requires two T states. Okay, two T states. Total time required to decode and execute the instruction. This is called execute cycle of 8085 microprocessor. Okay, to execute the instruction, for that it requires two T states. Okay, total time required to decode the instruction and execute it. Okay, this is for two T states required, T1 and T2. In two T states, now to decode and then execute the instruction. X-axis time period and Y-axis clock period. Okay, total time required to decode and then execute the given instruction. This is called execute cycle of 8085 microprocessor. Okay. Next one, T states are clock cycle or T states. It is defined as the time interval between two successive falling edges of the clock pulses. Okay, it is defined the time intervals between two successive falling edges. This is for one T states or one clock period. Okay, T states or clock period, clock cycle, one clock cycle. Time intervals between two successive falling edges. This is for one falling edges and this is for another falling edges. Okay, this is for low pulse to high pulse and this is for high pulse to low pulses. Okay, and total intervals between two successive, one for off and one for on. These two represent for one T states or one clock cycle. Okay, one off state and one on state. Okay, these two represent for one T states or clock cycle. Okay. Next one, machine cycles of 8085 microprocessor. Now, definition of machine cycle: how much time required to transfer the data to or from memory or input-output ports. Okay, how much time required to transfer the data from memory or input-output, or to transfer the data to memory or input-output. It will take how much time? Okay, here machine cycle, it consists of minimum 3 states and maximum 6 T states. Okay, any machine cycle it require minimum 3 T states and maximum it require 6 T states. Upcode related to 8-bit it require 4 T states. 8-bit data or 8-bit address it require 3 T states. Upcode related to 8-bit upcode related to 16-bit it require 6 T states. Maximum 6 T states required and minimum 3 T states required for each machine cycle. Okay, there are 7 types of machine cycle. There are 7 types of machine cycle. First one, upcode fetch. Second one, memory read. Third one, memory write. Fourth one, input output read. And fifth one, input output write. Sixth one, bus idle. And seventh one, interrupt acknowledge. There are 7 types of machine cycle. Now, any one of the machine cycle it require minimum 3 T states to 6 T states. And how to identify the machine cycles? Identified by the 3 status signals. 3 status signals, input output or memory bar, S0 and S1. These two for status signal, S0 and S1. Now input output or memory bar. There are 3 status signals and 3 control signals. Read bar, write bar and input interrupt acknowledge bar. Okay, now the machine cycles are identified by 3 status signals and 3 control signals. Input output bar, memory bar, S0 and S1. This is for status signals. And 3 control signals, read bar, write bar and interrupt acknowledge bar. Okay, now the status signals are issued at the beginning of the each machine cycle. Each machine cycle it will beginning of the each machine cycle and it will be available throughout the end of the machine cycle. It will start beginning of the each machine cycle and it will available end of the machine cycle throughout of the machine cycle for status signal. In control signal available during between T2 and T3 T states of machine cycle. It will available middle of the T2 and T3 T states of the machine cycle. Each machine cycle middle of the or between of the T2 and T3 T states the control signal available. This is the concept of machine cycles of 8085. The definition of machine cycle, how much time required to transfer the data from memory or input output to the microprocessor, or how much time required to transfer the data from microprocessor to memory or input output. This is called machine cycle. There are 3 to 6 T states required for each machine cycle. Minimum 3 T states required and maximum 6 T states required. Minimum 3 for related to 8-bit data or 16-bit, related to 8-bit data and 8-bit address require 3 T states and maximum 6 T states for opcode related to 16-bit. And 7 types of machine cycle: opcode fetch, memory read, memory write, input output read, input output write, interrupt acknowledge, and the 7th one, bus idle. There are 7 machine cycles. Now the machine cycle, how to identify? By 3 status signals and 3 control signals. Okay, the status signals always available beginning of the each machine cycle and it will be available throughout of the machine cycle. Next one, the control signals are available during middle of the T2 and T3 states of the each machine cycle. Okay. Next one, types of machine cycle. Definition of machine cycle: how much time required to transfer the data from microprocessor to memory or input output devices, or how much time required to transfer the data from memory or input output devices to microprocessor. This is called machine cycle. Okay, and types of machine cycle, there are 7 types. First one, opcode fetch. Opcode fetch, OF. Opcode fetch, 8-bit related opcode, means it requires 4 T states for 8-bit. 6 T states required. 8-bit opcode, 8-bit opcode, it requires 4 T states, and 6 T states required for 16-bit related opcode. Opcode related to 16-bit, it requires 6 T states, and opcode related to 8-bit means it requires 4 T states. Second one, memory read. To read the data from memory, for that it requires 3 T states. 3 T states. Memory write, to write the data into memory, for that it requires 3 T states. And input output read, input output read, this is also it requires 3 T states. And input output write, input output write, it requires 3 T states. Okay, and interrupt acknowledge and bus idle. Interrupt acknowledge and bus idle, these two not available in our syllabus. Okay, now we will discuss only opcode fetch, memory read, memory write, input output read, and input output write. Okay, now next topic, timing diagram. The timing diagram is nothing but graphical representation of various signals when machine cycle executed. When machine cycle executed, it will represent the graphically status of the various signals. This is called timing diagram. The timing diagram provides informations regarding the status of various signals when a machine cycle is executed. Okay, when machine cycle execute, it will give or it will provide the status of the various signals in graphical representation. This is called timing diagram. Okay, thank you.